A scale drawing of a car is presented in the following three scales. Order the scale drawings from smallest to largest. There are about 1.1 yards in the meter and 2.54 centimeters in an inch. So the three scales we have are 1 inch to 1 foot, 1 inch to 1 yard, and 1 inch to 1 meter. I'm going to begin by working with the 1 inch to 1 foot. And the first thing I'll do is replace 1 foot with its equivalency in inches, which is 12 inches. Then I'm going to move on to 1 inch to 1 yard and see if I can get yards also into inches. So I know that 1 yard is equal to 3 feet, which is like a step in the right direction. But then I also know that if I multiply by 12 inches in a foot, this will give me a total of 36 inches. So I'm pretty happy about this because now I have two of my measurements in inches. I'm going to see if I can do the last one and convert it into inches as well. So the last one is 1 inch to 1 meter. So I'll start by taking the 1 meter and rewriting it as 1.1 yards. So that was information that I was given here. It looks like I'm not going to need the information about centimeters, so I'm going to choose to just cross that out so I don't have to think about it. There might be another way to do the problem where you need it, but I'm not going to use it, so I'll just delete what I don't need. So I know that 1 meter can be represented by 1.1 yards, and I'll multiply that by 3 feet in 1 yard. So that's going to give me a total of 3.3 feet. So I'm making progress, but I'm not at inches yet. So I'll multiply again by the same measurement I had up above, which is 12 inches in 1 foot. And when I do that, that will give me a total of about 39.6 inches for that 1 meter. So now that we have all of these, we can see that the order is actually from smallest to largest, which is what we were asked to do. And so when you're looking at the scales, the smallest one is 1 inch to 1 foot. The next one is 1 inch to 1 yard. And the next one is 1 inch to 1 meter. If you chose the wrong answer, where you put them in order starting with 1 inch to 1 meter as the smallest, and then you put 1 inch to 1 foot as the second, and then 1 inch to 1 yard as the third, I'm wondering a couple of things. I think, first of all, I would just acknowledge that there are a lot of moving parts in this problem. A lot of steps, a lot of measurements to keep track of. So one place that things might have gone wrong is maybe you forgot some of your conversions, like how many feet in a yard or how many inches in a foot, or maybe you forgot to use the 1.1 yards in a meter, which is an approximation. So there's a lot of places in here where you might have just missed a step. I'm also wondering if it was a struggle to keep your work organized. You know, the more organized you are, the less likely it is that you will find a mistake. And so I would recommend that if you were rushing or doing steps in your head, that maybe a solution for the future is to really do all your steps out. I think because I did each step out, I was able to see really clearly what the correct order was. And I think that that was helpful for me.